Imagine sitting in your living room surrounded by your children when suddenly the sound of gunfire tears through your walls. Bang, bang, bang. This was unfortunately Dolores Munoz's terrifying reality. In South Los Angeles, nearly 4 dozen shots were fired in a gang-related shootout right outside her home. Bullet holes in the walls, shattered windows covered with plywood, and a chilling realization that her family narrowly escaped tragedy. This story is not isolated, however, as gun violence continues to plague communities across California, including Orange County. With over 38,000 lives lost annually and an economic burden of $550 billion each year, it is a crisis we can no longer ignore. Gun violence in Orange County can be effectively reduced through comprehensive gun safety programs, the enforcement of preventive laws, and a cultural shift toward responsible firearm ownership. Now, why is this a problem? Gun violence is a public health crisis. It affects lives and communities, and it is not just a distant issue as it affects families here in California. For example, young black men face gun-related homicides at a rate 8 to 12 times higher than young white men. Economic costs exceed $550 billion annually, including medical expenses, legal fees, and lost productivity. Orange County is not immune to this, as in cities like Buena Park, which is part of Orange County and also my hometown, where 34% of the population is Hispanic and Latino, statistically, these vulnerable groups face higher risk of firearm-related violence. Consider some families. Quincy Reese, who was 36, survived being shot at 16, but his son, who was also 16, was killed in a shooting just this year. Lorraine Aguilera's son was injured by a bullet that passed through their front door, which nearly also hit their 4-year-old daughter. As you can see, gun violence leaves physical and emotional and financial scars. Now, what are some causes of gun violence? One of the main ones is underfunded safety initiatives. Many community-based programs which have shown success in reducing gun violence are often overlooked or lack financial support. Studies demonstrate that safe firearm programs reduce accidental shootings and unauthorized access. However, awareness campaigns and training programs remain insufficient. There are inconsistent laws and policies, such as policies like universal background checks and red flag laws are proven to prevent firearm misuse, but are not consistently enforced. Research indicates that 23 out of 24 proposed gun safety measures are widely supported, including background checks and higher training standards. Firearm manufacturers also face little accountability, as technologies like smart guns, which use fingerprint or facial recognition to prevent unauthorized use, are available but face industry pushback. For example, smart guns unlock only when authorized users hold them, yet misinformation and resistance prevent the adoption of this life-saving technology. Now, what are some solutions we can take to reduce gun violence? At a large scale, we can enforce universal background checks and red flag laws. These policies address loopholes and prevent dangerous individuals from accessing firearms. They're also widely supported and realistic to implement. I think we should also implement stricter guidelines on firearm marketing practices and encourage the development of safe technologies like smart guns. At a community level, I believe that we should expand education programs. For example, we should have them teach safe firearm storage and promote responsible gun ownership through workshops and community initiatives. Programs focusing on gun safes, lock boxes, and trigger locks can also make an immediate difference. Now, what are some immediate actions I think anyone could take right now? I feel like if you are a firearm owner, I feel like you should use lock boxes or gun safes to prevent accidents and theft. I feel like as individuals, we should contact our local representatives to support gun safety legislation, as well as support funding for research, as increased funding for prevention research has shown that it can lead to evidence-based solutions to combat gun violence. Gun violence is a solvable crisis, but it requires bold action at every level. By addressing its root causes, enforcing preventive laws, and fostering a culture of responsible and firearm ownership, we can transform Orange County into a safer, more peaceful place for our families and communities. Change starts with us. Advocate for sensible gun safety laws, secure firearms responsibly, and educate others on the importance of gun safety. Let's work toward a safer future one where gun violence is no longer the norm, but a tragic relic of the past. Thank you.